Hey everybody, Sketch Card Hive here. Today we have a full house. Everybody's here. OCD Marvel Sketch Cards. Matt Fuller, how are you, good buddy?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. We've got a newcomer here, my buddy Matt, who's an amazing collector who you're going to get to know very shortly. He's brought a crazy box for us to look at, an MM22 Marvel Masterpiece. How you feeling, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. All right, we're going to have fun.
I'm so excited.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. Everyone's already here. Interglobal, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Ryder, Wonder, what's going on, everybody? Hermit, hey, man. Right over here. Hey, what's up, Wolverine Collector? What's going on, buddy? A lot of nice people I've been meeting recently, so glad you're all here. We also have Don, who's opening really two things I haven't seen open. So tell us a little bit about that, Don. What'd you bring for us?
So one of them is, where's my mouse? So there's this box of Kamen. So I can't pronounce the names. Koryo, and Kamen are kind of the two Chinese releases of Marvel stuff that's come out, and they're game cards. So it's kind of interesting because it's for someone like me who, delves as far as I can into, card statues, everything Doctor Strange. It's something new because China has gotten a few licenses now, actually legitimate licenses for stuff. And then we know that some of the Disney 100 and some of the other stuff that we've seen come out over the past year have been pretty killer. So I haven't gotten, got a couple individual cards already. This is a purple I got off eBay. And they actually show you, this is a super short print. They actually print in the bottom of the card, kind of the rarity of the card. But I kind of like just the purple, a little bit of foiling. But of course, everything else, you have no idea what it is because it's all. But it's cool. I posted.
I like how integrated all the foiling is, though. It looks really clean.
Yeah, I've got a link to someone who's got a Google Doc that actually has the Koryo and Kamen checklists in English for the most part. So I'll post those on a couple of the websites in case anybody wants to get into that. But there's been some really good foreign releases over the past year that have had some really great art. So the boxes of these, super cheap. You can get these for $30, $25 on eBay for 20 packs. So it's a great little, what the hell rip, just grab a box and rip it. And if I don't get any strangers, no big deal. And then the other one is we get cards. Sometimes we have to go to lots of other resources for cards. And I picked up a box of Marvel Zombies Heroes Resistance, which Doctor Strange is on the edge. So I know he's in there, plus the cards, and there's a zombified Doctor Strange right there. So hopefully when I pop this, I'll see what type of cards they've got for Doctor Strange in here too. Because not only trading card game cards like this release, but board game cards and stuff. I have all those in my collection too. Anything that's a card, anything that's anything with Doctor Strange on it. The joke was I posted one of my Doctor Strange lingeries on a couple of the sites this week. So nothing is too deep for the collection.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. There's no end to this collection. That's amazing. Well, it's looking good. So let's go ahead and get back over here. Got a couple other people to introduce. Last Pack Magic. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, man. How are you?
Hey, buddy. Good. So glad you're here. And of course, we got Jake in the house. How you doing, Jake?
Doing good. The semester ended, so it's quiet.
I am 100% there with you. It is officially graduation today and tomorrow, so Emily and I are hiding out from the craziness around town. But yes, we are in the same frame of mind right now, about to be living our best dream. Okay, so with that being said, basically, let's get into this. Hey, we got Lewis in the house as well. What's going on, buddy? He hopefully is coming on, or he's doing some stuff over in his end. All right. And then we got Ryder over here. I need a live action Ghost Rider so I can get more cards. Oh, man, wouldn't that be great at MCU? How was that done, by the way, before Doctor Strange came into the MCU? I mean, that had to be... That must have been insane for you, right? Because he's like such a key player in all the films. And you were collecting...
Yeah, well, it's kind of like you and the Surfer, where you've had a stretch of years where you didn't have anything new coming out that you had to worry about. Prior to the MCU movies, there was obviously comics, but I had decades to find all the rare vintage stuff and pick up all that stuff in the collection. Then when the MCU hit, and then not only that, when Etsy became a thing and things like that. So I don't do non-licensed stuff normally, but once the MCU stuff broke, everybody was making shirts and coffee mugs and coasters, which I do have all that in the collection, but I try to keep it to licensed stuff. But when the movies come out, then everything explodes, and then you get a little dry spell, and then another movie comes out and you pick it up. Right now I'm trying to get the Coca-Cola, the Doctor Strange Coca-Cola can and bottle, which they haven't hit in my area yet. I've seen them. Other people I know have picked them up. But yeah, the MCU stuff really can blow your collection up if you're not, depending on what's coming out. So
I'm so jealous because there are 5 Sabretooth cards every 3 weeks coming out right now. So so jealous.
Well, and that's the thing with Strange too, is like anytime the Upper Deck sets come out since the MCU's come out, because he's been historically a B level character. He's been very important. He's in all the crossovers and stuff, but he's not a Wolverine, he's not a Spider-Man. But once the MCU hit, and he was kind of been a pivotal character, and he will in the next upcoming movies too. He's in sets that he has no business being in, that I have to get cards in. Yeah, and then if he's in a set, there's 30 parallels that I have to get. If he's got a card in there, there's 20 cards or more that you have to get. So yeah. Well, you don't have to, but
yeah. I understand. Hey, Donnie boy, what's going on, buddy? All right, so let's start breaking. Don, let's go with you first. We'll bury the lead with M22, but which one you want to do first, zombies or the Chinese Avengers?
I will do the Chinese one here.
Let's do it.
See what we got.
Let me get you on the full screen here. I put a better one so everyone's face is revealed and not locked in.
All right, so we got Hulk, Thor, Black Panther, Iron Man, Captain America on the front. Really nothing anywhere else as far as people goes. I got to be careful with this because I do collect the packaging too, because I'm silly like that. All right, so there's supposed to be 20 packs in here.
Wow.
And like I said, for 25 or 30 bucks for a box, what the hell? Yeah,
That's
no, on
pretty
eBay.
great.
No, you can get them anywhere for 25 or 30 bucks a box. So
like
packs, we got Iron Man with a little bit of foiling on the pack too.
Wow.
All right. Let's see what we get. Nice, thick, but easy to open right off the bat. We got a Nick Fury.
Oh, what if Nick Fury? That's interesting.
A Thor.
Wow. That's a cool card.
Oh no,
This
these
one
are
more is
all.
a matte finish.
Super cool.
These are not what if. This is like a original
No,
art
it's
kind of thing. It's like a cartoonish.
Yeah. Got a
That's cool.
Hawkeye. Ooh, 2 Hawkeyes. One's a foil. Oh no, they're both. They both got a. Not too bad for the foiling. A third Hawkeye. So I think that's a Hawkeye. Well, and another Hawkeye. So this is a Hawkeye hot pack. And then the girl. Yes. All right. One.
Some of that art I think I've seen before. One of the
Absolutely.
Hawkeye faction, but some of them, I don't know. Like that, have we seen that before?
So there's a Black Panther behind there in the background that kind of gets covered by the foiling when you foil it or do it. I'm assuming that's a Black Widow.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
So where was
like
this
the Iron Man.
checklist you were talking about, Don? Someone in the chat asked.
I'll post it to the Hobby Hangout and I'll post it to Marvel Cards. I posted it to an internal chat group so far, but I'll put it out there on those 2 sites and my site too.
Thanks,
if
buddy.
you have mine, that's kind of a cool Thor.
That is really cool.
Iron
Looks
Man,
good, right?
who's landing, but it looks like he's getting ready to stomp the shit out of you. Roar.
That looks like it's lifted from a panel. That's cool. Maybe it's not though. I don't know where this
Comic
stuff is from. Matt says he's seen it before. I don't know if I know where this is. That looks familiar.
Just some of them I've recognized.
Yeah.
They very much look like comic panels.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. I see it now. Matt, you haven't had any New Mutant movie Danny card set, right? That hasn't happened.
No, given the reception of the movie, I doubt it will.
See, I did not hate the movie. I hate on the movie.
It was fine by my
Yeah.
take. It wasn't
Wasn't terrible.
melt my mind, but it didn't insult me.
I like that pick.
I've seen worse for sure.
People are way too hard on the movie. People expect them to be like, you know, like a surprise appearance of Brad Pitt or something. Like they set the bar way too high with these movies. Personally,
Not all of it could be Deadpool.
It's also the anonymousness of the internet. People just bitch and moan about everything for no reason.
really, I've never noticed that.
First time I'm hearing about it.
Right? This is the first time I've had the internet in a week. So I don't know.
If they could come out with a new version of the
Oh,
internet
wow.
where you could punch somebody in the throat through the camera, a lot less of that bullshit would be going
That's a
on.
cool platform.
I'm still hoping for license plates becoming your phone number, but yeah, I guess.
These are pretty cool.
Yeah, I haven't. None of the inserts have hit yet here. There are several different types of cards. That Ultron's pretty cool.
I got to get you on here, Wonder Man. Got a bunch of good character collectors in the chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. That's really nice.
For $25 or $30 a box, I'm very happy. This is cool as shit. I like this.
Yeah, it looks good, and a good amount of packs too. How many cards per pack?
Hold on.
I should have been counting. But
It'd be
I'm
nice
terrible.
if they were all the same way up here. So 2 different.
Team ups.
One,
We don't get
2,
enough
3,
team-ups.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards a pack.
When was the
And
last time we
they're-
got a good team up insert?
They're standard size cards, but they feel more plasticky than cardboard. So. All right. Good looking Hulk. Another Hawkeye. The swirls this time. Another Ultron. Captain America and Falcon. Different Hulk.
Oh, is that Hulk from a PM? That's a retro PMG Hulk image. It looks very similar, at least.
Look out! Like blasted in the head. Another angle. Nice. And all in all, as far as the art goes, it's very much images that you wouldn't recognize or that hasn't been reprinted, 30 different times.
Honestly, not really. It looks very fresh.
Woo!
Oh,
There you go.
nice.
Booyah!
Oh, there we go. That's a cool card too.
That's nice.
All right, there's a purple. Is that Falcon? Yeah, it's got to be Falcon.
It looks like Falcon.
Iron Man, Ant-Man, another one of those, another Ant-Man, another one of those, and a different Black Widow.
So you know ahead of time what the big hit, quote unquote, will look like?
No, I haven't really spent time much on the checklist. I know the purple ones are pretty rare. They're a super short print. But I haven't really seen any what I recognized as kind of an insert card yet, as far as like a location card and stuff like that. That's cool vision.
Yeah.
Bucky.
Oh, Bucky.
And there are a few matte cards, but almost everything else has got some sort of foiling on it.
It's interesting as you see more Chinese products, Asian products coming onto the market. It's a good reminder that how big the market for cards, for Marvel cards, is overseas.
Oh, it is. A lot of even non-Asian or release cards over there. I buy a lot of cards from Hong Kong
Yeah.
and places, and it was and from China, just because sometimes that's the only place you can find the cards for those releases. But for normal releases, regular sets, they're buying a ton of them up overseas. And I was really leery initially about eBaying some of those sellers, but I have not had an issue yet.
I had an item show up from Hong Kong to the North Pole where I live in 4 days recently.
Oh no, I get overseas shipments faster than inside the States all the time.
Yeah, it was wild.
So, Ryder, no, I haven't heard anything about Allegiance Infinity Trilogy. I'll ask. I know Upper Deck is coming back, and this time Matt and Lewis will be joining me on that episode. The last one kind of happened very quickly. Didn't get a better chance to kind of plan it because we were going back and forth on dates, but they were great, and they were very happy hanging out and being on the channel. So I'll ask them next time. I'm hoping they'll, have some new sets for us soon, but we just had the announcement of MMXL. I like to go around the table.
Sorry, something I ate.
I like to see what everyone thinks, which I think is going to be pretty unanimous, but I'm excited to see what people think. There's a lot of us here who've been around for a while and have seen, and we're here with the original 2016 release. So it'd be interesting to hear Jake, Matt, Don, kind of what you guys think about all this stuff. But yeah, Surfer, Adam Warlock, I would be pretty disappointed if they go with the Infinity movie version rather than, I like Finding Unicorn too. Matt,
I love Finding Unicorn.
I thought
love
Finding
it.
Unicorn was really nice. Really great. A release date for Fleer Ultra Wolverine. I'll find out too. I don't know.
June
for sure,
12th.
but which is it?
June 12th.
June 12th. And that sounds pretty legit. Because we already had it pushed back once, right, Graydon?
Yes.
So June 12th, my friend, June 12th. Is the XL coming before MM22? That's interesting. Let's talk about this a little bit. Matt, yes, Avengers Metal was pushed. Talk to me, Fuller.
What would you like me to comment on? My thoughts on MM22?
I'll take it.
I mean,
XL.
all I
You don't
can
have
say is
to. No pressure.
I've got a pretty pronounced gag reflex, so I don't appreciate them shoving that down my throat. All I'm saying.
I think XL is a pretty. It's funny because I just had an episode. Graydon, you were there, and Matt and Fuller and I've spoken about this with all of you guys because these are a lot of the people I speak to on a daily basis, and I have to say, like, this idea of having a lot of this cards with tons of parallels, and then to see an XL set kind of come out and be announced as it is. My biggest disappointment was that cell sheet. Those images of those cards were just stretched. Like, that was so lazy. It was. Jake, talk to me.
That was the thing that caught my attention too. And I was like, next time we talk to the Upper Deck guys, like, say, who makes the cell sheets?
No, that felt rushed. I mean, I think that felt rushed, and if it's not a good look.
No.
It's just not a good look. And when I do those Upper Deck videos, and I know you're not saying this, but just so other viewers know, I try not to dwell on the stuff of being like, this and that and all that kind of stuff. Because truthfully, you know what I mean? We have a lot of discourse in the Facebook groups, Discord, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know what I mean? So I tend not to dwell on that stuff there, but I agree with you 100%. Like, that looks really bad on their end.
What's weird is a set that already is basically a reprint, right? I mean, it's a different format, being bigger, but for that is already going to upset people, and then you have a rushed looking cell sheet. It just doesn't go together very well.
It feels like an exact copy of the set with serial numbered things, short prints, all that kind of stuff. It feels very strange. I mean, would it be cool to see some of this art? Well, 2016 has beautiful art, so a lot of this art on a 5x7 format. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be cool, but at the same time, how do you not get the icky feeling that this is like kind of like a money grab kind of situation? What do you think, Don? Or Matt? Sorry, Fuller. Tell me. I have a delay over here.
Just like you said, I envision a couple of the sea levels rolling around in a pile of money like Scrooge McDuck, talking about platinum and 42 different variants, just saying, I only wish we had all these variants back in 2016. and one of them says, "Hold my beer."
It just feels that way. It just very much feels that way. Don, how are you feeling about it?
I've got a couple oversized promo cards with Doctor Strange on them that I thoroughly enjoy from a couple of the sets. But I think what they did is just didn't need to be done, honestly. I don't think Joe's getting any money off of it either. You know, they tend to not get anything from that. And I just with everything else going on and because they've caught up with COVID and there's something coming out literally every time you look around, either on EPAC or on Hobby. I just didn't think it was necessary.
No,
but
it feels extreme.
Yeah, it's again, you know, and everybody can kind of take it or leave it too. If it's not their thing, they don't have to buy it. But I when I saw that, I was like, oh, really?
Yeah,
All right, that's it.
I think
Wait, is that it?
Venom just is
That was
what
it. Just burned through 20 packs.
Wow.
So
Is that the
I
only
would
strange you
recommend,
got?
if you've got for 25 or 30 bucks, hell, I recommend buy a box off eBay. And just give it a rip because it's kind of fun. And I did get a Strange, so it was worth it.
I think it's great,
And
man.
the other, I got the purple. I got this kind of weirdo card.
That's interesting. So they used MCU images as well as the cartoon images.
I
Huh.
like
So they're kind of pulling from everywhere.
That's kind of cool.
Those are different, something different.
Rich.
All right, you want me to do that box, or you want to move on to someone else?
Let's do zombies. Let's get into it. You're set up. That way it's boom.
All right, I'm gonna.
So let's get back to this discussion because I want to make sure I get in contact with you. So let me clarify a few things. First things first, I don't think we know for sure if it's an EPAC only situation or if it's a physical release. I don't know how they're going to do this with packs. It feels like an EPAC release only, but maybe I'm wrong type of situation. Yeah.
That was the other thing I didn't like about it too, is they're releasing boxes with inserts. You know, so it's just not like they're doing the base set in a large format. They're gonna be doing everything or chasing everything. So all right, so here's the zombie
Just
Strange.
imagine you're one of the people who has the one of one Wolverine or Spider.
Oh, absolutely.
All that money, and now there's going to be another copy.
I mean, that's the downside to collecting cards that are serialized number one of ones. You know what I mean? They're gonna be shown again. It's an image that's already printed so much in this set. It just has a note of one on the. You know, it's part of it. But yeah, I mean, people collected MM16. At first, it wasn't crazy, and then people started really kind of stockpiling because they really love the set or for whatever X reason, and then it became very much a thing. And then things became hard to find. And now with this reprinting, yeah, they're a different size, but I didn't see anywhere either, by the way. Dave, what's up, buddy?
I'm underrepresented, but that's fine.
I think I didn't see anywhere where they said autos. So I don't think they contacted Joe at all for it. I want to hear from Matt and Graydon, though, of course, because I skipped over you guys, which I didn't mean to. I was going down the line. Matt, what do you think?
me.
Yes, my good buddy.
Yeah, I'm not into the XL. No, it just.
Have you
seems
graded
bad.
any XL cards or anything like that yet for Gambit?
No. I do have some of the large promos, like the suspended animation and stuff, but
Right.
not grading. I just like to have them.
They're
Yeah.
nice, man. The larger, I
really
miss
cool.
the
They're
master
really
print from the 90s for sure. I
Yep.
do think those are really nice.
Yeah, 1994, all those I had those. Yep.
Those are great. Matt has a great collection of Gambit cards, graded and others, and he's kind of done a lot of the grading by himself and figuring out the sets and their condition and stuff. And the collections, we're gonna have him and I will have our own little episode, but I'm excited for you guys to kind of look at that collection. But that makes a lot of sense. The master prints are cool, but it's kind of strange. You know, it's kind of strange.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't show those. You're going to give Upper Deck an idea.
I know, right? This is
Well,
a
the other
board
thing
game, yes.
The other thing too is Masterpieces is so expensive now that somebody went through the expense to collect their set, to collect their parallels, to collect whatever, and now it's coming out again. It's like
Yeah.
for the Doctor Strange stuff, like the 2016 Doctor Strange TV movie stuff and that, Panini came out with the 2016 Doctor Strange set, but at least most of them were different images. But you go through that whole thing about the hobby sets, and then now you've got Happy Hogan.
Come on, be a surfer. Surfer wants to be in there.
There we go. Doctor Strange.
That looks great.
He activates. Wonk, 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 wonk. He is not in a zone with a superhero as his first action. He moves. Yeah. So there's definitely a Doctor Strange card. So there's no like spell cards or anything like that. It's just character cards, and then there's a board.
Okay.
So I ended up getting the figure and the small card. The large cards are just the heroes, the non-zombified heroes. Got the large info cards. So not bad. I might actually try to play this with the wife at some point.
It looks really
But
cool.
a card I did not have.
For all those just joining us, the cards are small. Don does not have gigantic hands.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody. All right. Well, that's awesome, Don. Thank you so much for doing those 2 boxes, man. That was cool. I've never seen those open, so I had no idea. They looked really great, actually.
Yeah, they're not as, you don't get as many as like a legendary set or something where you're going to get like spell cards and other cards associated with your character. So it's kind of a pig and a poke. Sometimes on eBay, you can find a list and we'll let you know what's inside the game boxes, but that was a surprise for me.
I think it's cool.
Really.
So, Dave, your beast collection, you animal, with MM16. How does this play into a role with you with this XL situation?
First, I'd like to take this forum to thank my fellow Americans and worldwide. No, they had me at 5x7 printing plates. I mean, get out of town. I'm so excited for that. And I would say it changes the paradigm of collecting in when I look at a card, is it really a one of one? Is it ever going to come out again? But I rainbow and I character collect. So then giving me more opportunity to rainbow further, I'll take it. So I think 5x7 printing plates, that's amazing. That's never happened before, so I'm very excited for that. I think it might end up being cheaper. It feels like it should be, but if there's no autographs and this is not a one-on-one parallel, it's relative, cheaper relatively, not cheap.
Relatively cheap.
So I probably will do what I've done with many of the recent releases, which is just look for individual cards that speak to me and not open the product, which has hurt my soul a bit, but helped my wallet a bit.
Slave Jake to do most of your bidding. That makes total sense to me.
I don't think Dave has opened a box in like a year.
Yeah, I haven't opened any cards in like over a year. And now I've replaced it with buying original art and going into debt in other ways. But it's been just definitely a change because at some point you just can't enjoy the product as much at a certain price point. But yeah, at 5x7, I'm wondering, is this breaking the seal that for other reprints of other sets, maybe not even masterpieces, Platinum had original art. Is there a 5x7 Platinum at some point? Anywhere there's original art, it opens up the door of a different size or different theme version, but not sure. We'll see a 2018 or 2020 or 2022 XL. They'll probably see how much it sells out.
I think it's going to sell out immediately, and people are going to run for this pretty hard. And I think people who missed out on the first round of will kind of go after this in a serious way, and there's going to be a little bit of tomfoolery and all this other kind of stuff happening now. I'm sure there is, but I think it is a safe bet to kind of realize that when collecting these cards, especially for a character collector, to understand that yes, you can rainbow, you can do all these things, but if you start spending money on certain cards a good realization is just to have in the back pocket and be like, hey, I just actually really enjoy this car and I'm happy with this. You know what I mean? Rather than just saying, well, this is going to be the end all be all card for me type of thing. Because I think I get stuck in that all the time.
It's having that internal, like, what is your max? You know, you have to let things go. There was a recent Beast sketch. I won't name names in this group. Someone mistook USD for euro and bid like crazy. Again, I won't name names in this group, but at some point, I had my limit. I'm okay that it went higher. That's the market, right? I don't mind if someone else wants it more than me. But you know, and I think you have to go in knowing, knowing what your limit is for these different cards as a character collector. But you know, as Alonso said in the chat here, you know, I think jumbo printing plates is the most exciting thing of this release in my mind.
It sounds cool. It sounds really cool, actually.
Though I do worry a risk of different weights and things of packs. So I don't know how you hide that.
Weight and packs are going to be huge.
Yeah, I don't know how this is physical. If this is physical, I'd be pretty surprised.
Oh, you're thinking e-pack only?
I mean, how would you have this physical? I don't know. The shipping is different. So that means they would have to calculate the boxes in a different measurement. That means that stores would be selling packs with 5x7 cards, which what store, what hobby box have you ever seen sell 5x7s? I know there's 5x7 or close to 5x7 Pokemon cards, but those are usually.
Oh, that's true.
Hear me out. What if it's
they're in the center of a long box? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Premier tin, and it's just got foam on the edges, and it's got 10 packs on top of each other.
I guess it's just weird for me to think that they would have to, because that's a whole new price model. They have to rethink how they ship the boxes.
True.
That's a different pack. That's more like, that seems to me like a bigger, how do you say, like a bigger commitment to something that feels very kind of gimmicky and feels very e-pack. You know what I mean? Like the fact, here's the other reason I think it's e-pack is because they didn't give us the photos on the sell sheet. So that means I don't think the cards are even made yet. I think they have it.
Dude, I would laugh so hard if freaking 9 out of the 10 cards in each pack were e-pack cards and not physical cards.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
The 5x5 if it's e-pack, they're not all going to be physical cards. They stopped doing that a couple of years ago. No matter what the price point of the packs are, they're not going to be all physical cards if it comes out on e-pack.
No. I think it's going to be. It's going to be. I think it's going to be a weird situation. If they are physical, that's going to be very cool to see how that all works. I'd be interested to see it.
Yeah, the Venom Carnage Battle Spectre Gem. That's the one. That would be amazing. And if it's not physical, that's not physical. Oh my god!
I don't know what they showed lenticulars. They showed that.
Well, they'll all be a physical card, but you have to combine 20. E-cards to get the physical card or some crap like that.
Something has to be coming down the line, I imagine. Matt, let's get into your box while we're talking, and we'll get into this. We're going to open up some MM22. Thank you all in the comments again. You guys are awesome people. Ghost, so good to see you. Now, listen, I'm going to be honest here. We do not shit talk Pogs on this channel, okay? That is a big no-no. Okay, Pogs are majestic.
Break out Pogs.
They're magic. Okay, people. We're waiting for Pogs to come back. We're all just being very patient, messing with cards. Okay,
slap caps.
Slap caps. God, those are kind of a pain in the ass to find for your character. By the way, those are not easy.
The vintage ones, you really can't tell what's in the pack either if you don't know, because they're all in a little plastic cellophane, all stacked against each other. Unless you talk to somebody who's opened one of those, the vintage slap caps or bottle cap ones, he's kind of a pig at a poke. Got to do your research.
It is. I got lucky. I found a closed package seal, brand new, obviously from a Walmart or an old toy store or something like that. But I had a Silver Surfer Slammer on the front, still in the package. I was so giddy. I was just as the best. So Matt has some bangers there on the desk. Amazingness.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. I hope you pull a gambit, brother.
Well, so when I'm doing this and when I look at this, for me, it's like, whose PC character am I gonna pull? Like, whose card am I gonna pull? You know, am I gonna pull one that I have to send the grade in, or am I gonna have to? Am I getting one I'm gonna send to you, or what? You know,
I think what you're saying is we're hoping for a Sabretooth printing plate, Matt. I completely agree.
Yeah,
that's a very good point.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, I hope I pull a Gambit that I'm looking for, but it's
really enjoyed this because
I'm loving all the people that I've met, all the relationships that I've built, and it's just super fun to do this all together. You know.
Raj, what's going on? Well, we appreciate you being here and doing this stuff. I know everyone's in here pretty excited to see a box opening. We had that massive case opening recently that Steven did, and he pulled a lot of really cool cards there. Is that the Dre PMG for Gambit, the sketch card?
Yeah. Yep.
He did great.
Yeah, I love this.
That's really cool.
My one and only sketch of Gambit.
That's your only sketch of Gambit?
Yep.
We got to change that, man.
Yep. No, I love Alan. All right, here we go.
Oh, look at Don.
I'm doing the cards of metal.
See, this was the thing where I'm like, I'm only doing Doctor Strange, and then I saw the Eternity cards, and then I saw the Dormammu cards. I'm like, shit, I got to get all those too.
They look so good, man.
Wow, Hercules variant.
Aha, Beast.
Oh, Beast.
There it is.
Sorry, I saw a blue hand and I knew immediately.
That's amazing. That's such a good Beast, Dave. I mean, that's so stupid good.
To be honest, like for me, Dan did such an awesome job with this set. He's the kind of artist that will make you collect characters that you don't collect. Like I have contemplated, I don't know how many times to do a Beast Rainbow, and I don't collect Beasts, but this card, like I love this card.
It just turned out so good.
Yeah, it's a great card.
It's a great looking card. Nice.
We should enjoy seeing this get opened because by the sounds of it, cards in the future will be getting delivered in a Yeti cooler. By the sounds of it.
You're gonna, instead of a mail truck, you're gonna hear the backing up of a beep of a car dropping off a freight of some sort in the front of your house.
Right.
Bishop.
Oh, nice.
Oh, close.
Yeah.
Why are you leaning back, Matt? Why OCD? Why are you leaning back? That elbow went back there. He pulled an Iceman, and you were like stretching a little bit.
What? I was getting ready to cheer for Surfer, but them years.
Yeah, what I like about this set is the Mirage for Doctor Strange is Dormammu and Eternity. And those are I started pulling the Dormammu and Eternity cards before I knew that. And as soon as I saw that was the Mirage set with Doctor Strange, I'm like, that's perfect.
Lady.
Oh, I love it. That was a really great. I'm just happy when they do it right, man. Like, those are the perfect characters to put in a Mirage. I just don't, you know what I mean? Like, when they make silly mistakes, I'm like, guys, you have so much good material here not to make a mistake.
Yeah, one of the other masterpiece Mirages for Doctor Strange was Iron Man, and I can't remember who the third person was. But.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you've seen a movie. Like, you haven't read a book, like, or like collecting this stuff. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. It breaks my heart, man, because people spend a lot of money on this, and people look forward to this stuff a lot. So to see it phoned in every once in a while just upsets me. That Daredevil, man, I don't know why. I always like that Daredevil when I see it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's a good one. I don't know.
Jean Grey.
That Jean Grey. To me, that's one of the best Jean Greys I've ever seen.
Yeah, agreed.
Really
I don't know what it is. Between the costume, the pose, I don't know. That piece is stunning.
Dan paints female characters exceptionally well, and I mean, I dare to compare who's equal at painting female characters that well.
And the faces are varied.
Raven.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Purple.
Oh, purple.
That's
Nice.
cool.
That's great. That's a great color combination for her too.
173. Yeah, that's cool.
So Matt,
Good
where'd you get your box from?
These are from eBay.
Nice.
Yep, just eBay and yeah, got a good deal on them actually too.
Nice.
Yeah, because I have another one. I have this one. Oh, Amber.
Yep.
Oh,
Lizard.
great lizard.
That's such a cool lizard. 11 of 50.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
ooh,
Nice.
Sure, that's pretty.
Very
It's a
nice.
nice card.
that's a great Sherry.
I'm looking for the Gambit out of 15. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It's
so
been a while since I played
am-
the game. Are we likely to see a sketch because we saw the Amber?
Oh, you're right. What is the game? I forgot.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a long time. I wonder if anybody in the chat remembers how that goes.
Magic.
I love that.
Justin.
She's such a great character. Spidey's around here, right? I saw his comment 5 minutes ago.
so I actually hadn't seen this
Oh,
variant
nice.
yet. Oh wow, nice Domino Orange.
Orange.
Love that card too. What an amazing
Nathan's around
card.
here. That's a great card.
Yeah, so I have PC Gambit, but Ghost Rider is my second and secondary character, and I've gone really hard with Ghost Rider for this set because it's my favorite Ghost Rider card there is. So I just need one more Ghost Rider to finish that Rainbow too. I like the preliminary.
Oh, nice, rich.
Get some glare there.
Yeah, you got some glare on there.
Oh man, Hope Summers What If card was like the hardest one to find.
Oh, I didn't realize.
It was like a pain.
Really?
All I opened, I think I only got one.
Wow.
And then I remember, I think when Dan was working on his set, like he couldn't find that card. It was a pain.
Oh, interesting. What's here, is she?
3, I think.
Yeah, I think that was 9.
You know, Don brought up an interesting point of how on EPAC releases, there's not a lot of physical base. They're going to have to make Masterpieces physical base when it goes to EPAC because of the numbering, right?
One would hope.
One would hope.
Well, see, that was the thing is Masterpieces was the only set. Well, if it was a Masterpieces and what were the only sets that they were guaranteed physical cards, but last time their e-cards were thrown in. So there's no set that's been 100% physical on EPAC now.
There's not gonna be. That's over, man.
Nope, absolutely. And it doesn't matter what the box cost was because they're like it used to be if it's $300 a box, that was kind of they're all going to be physical cards. And then people lost their minds when I said that it's going to happen. They all went to EPAC.
They
Great.
did. Ah,
There you go.
sir. Good shit. Yeah, I agree, Don. I just don't see it happen. I hope so. I mean, I hope we don't get shafted that hard. But like,
So the 2016 Doctor Strange was one of the first EPAC sets for Marvel. Not the first, but it was one of the first ones. And that was the first set that you had to combine 20 base cards.
Wow.
no way.
That's hell of a hit.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Nice.
Amazing. Nice hit.
Wow, that
Very
is
cool.
really, really, really cool.
What a
Wow.
good hit.
Wow.
Oh.
Not to take
Yep,
away
you
from
lost
the
your cards
auto,
when you combined. It was
not to take away from the auto, but this is another card. This is another character that I started collecting because of Dan's art. Like I started collecting that for this. That's amazing.
It's a great one.
Number 5.
Nice.
Awesome.
Wow, that is super cool.
That's a major hit, man. Shit.
That is really nice.
The auto
Well,
super
to start
clean
off
on
with an
there and
Amber,
gold.
where you're most likely gonna get a Mirage or a Sketch, like that's such a big.
Last pack.
That's a big deal, right? Yeah, that's right. Is this the last pack?
Last pack of this box. Yeah. Oh, it's a base, but we got our guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a good box. And another preliminary. Wow.
Oh, and this is my third PC character. Emma Frost.
Nice.
Nice.
Really
It just
started
turned
in
out.
on Emma Frost because of Dan's art too. It's awesome.
Let's see that auto one more time, please.
Yep.
Wow.
Variant cover auto. That is a fantastic one to get.
We've got 20% of the stock between us.
Oh,
Nice.
amazing.
Very nice.
Oh, that's really good.
That looks so good, man. Congrats. Wow.
Thank you. Thanks. That's a cool hit.
Very.
Wow.
That's one of kind of the downsides of kind of recently in the past few years. People are buying boxes and cases just to resell them.
Yeah.
And they can get more for the boxes than selling the individual cards because people are thinking, hey, there could be the big hit in there. But those boxes can just sit and sit and sit, and they can have a banger like that in them that just don't make it to the public.
I mean, especially when you like. Say again, Matt.
Who, me? I didn't say anything.
No, sorry, I'm hearing stuff. No, I agree. And like, how many times does it happen where you're collecting your character or collecting a set? And you just know a card is sitting in a box somewhere because no one's touched it. You know what I mean? And it's. I think it happens more often than not.
Yeah.
Other than a card being overseas or something.
Yeah, well, they got the 1 of 1s, but now you're talking they're doing 1 of 5s and 1 of 10s. How many of those are just sitting in a box that are never going to see the light because people are just reselling the boxes and not opening them?
I think it's going to happen more
Insane.
often. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
that's
Congrats.
really
That was
cool.
exciting.
At least you had your pants on.
Yeah.
Well, everyone says congrats. That's
Yeah. Thanks.
insane.
Yeah, and I have another box, and to speak on like not opening boxes, I wouldn't be able to keep it sealed personally. I would wonder too much what's in it. I gotta know.
So I buy when I go to comic book shows. Sometimes you got that table where that guy's just got those boxes of $1 packs that are just from the older the 90s stuff, the stuff that there's really isn't anything worth anything in there. But I'll still spend $20 and pick up 20 random packs just to pop them when I'm bored. Just you never know, you might get something, but
yeah,
it's just crazy.
Yeah, I have a lot of sealed boxes, but I never keep a sealed box where there could be a hit that I can't buy. Right? So like I don't have any sealed masterpieces or anything, but I've got like sealed Pokemon. I can buy any of those cards anytime I want. There's no like number one card that I'm always wondering, staring at it, are you in there? So I just collect boxes that are like old Marvel or something where I can buy the singles, but it's cool to have sealed.
I agree. I mean, that makes total sense to me. Want to talk a little bit about Heroes Con and OAX with everybody here. We have 45 people watching. So glad all of you guys are here. Let me see if I can do a giveaway for everybody.
Give away your little LED lit sign back there. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Is that a new
Oh,
edition?
I did a whole dude. It was given to me as a gift. Someone made that for me.
Oh, was that the gift one? I didn't catch that video.
It's
Nice.
really nice. It's really nice. It's stupid nice. Like, yeah, it was really nice of them to do that. I was really shocked, actually. I did not expect that at all. But it's very cool.
Yeah, I've got resin printers and all sorts of other stuff, but I still don't have a Glowforge or an engraver router, which I'd bang those suckers out if I had the little routing table, the little engraver table, because that's all it is you're just digging into the plastic a bit for the light to catch it and reflect. Do it with the Glowforge with the laser
They did a
too.
really good job with it. They really did. So it's cool. It's cool, man. It's very nice. It's nice to have it in the background too. It really is. All right, so we're gonna do a little giveaway. We got Heroes Con coming up which is, what are the dates? June 14th, 15th, 16th?
Yep.
That's it. That was surprising. Using my memory is garbage. So we have that happening. We'll have a table. We'll have a lot of people going. I think Jake and Dave are going. Anybody else? Don, you're not going to that, right?
I got to speak at a conference the week before, so I'm not going to be around for it.
No worries. Graydon, you're going to OAX?
Probably, yeah.
Probably, maybe not. We don't want to stay guaranteed.
I'm going to OAX.
You're going to OAX.
Yeah, I'll be there.
And then, Matt, are you going to be able to go for that?
I'm going.
You're going, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm going. Yep.
you're going. Okay, good. So we got a lot of Rich is going to be there too. There's going to be a lot of people going who are very cool. Dan's going to be there. Joe Jessica is going to be there. A bunch of other really big artists going to be there. We're going to have Dan at the table doing signings. So that'll be a time there as well. So you'll be able to get to meet him. Might have some other interesting things there if you get my drift. There will be, as of right now, we're going to have actual cards for sale too. So there's going to be a lot of really cool cards there that you can check out. And then also we're going to have a rotating display for different character collections as well. We'll see if that's able to happen. And you'll see some of my collection, some of other people's collections, just a little bit kind of a preview, not flaunting anything. And it's not a claim to saying we have the best collections or any kind of weird stuff like that. It's just something that we did the time before to kind of show kind of the history of Marvel cards and the history of some of these collections. So no claim to fame kind of stuff. So we'll have that. We'll have giveaways. We're going to have trade nights. We're going to have a place to hang out, get dinner. It's going to be fun. If you're around this area, it's in Charlotte, North Carolina. Do come hang out. You can always message me. We'll link up. We'll have fun. We had a great time last time. That was the first time we met Dan, right, Matt?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So a lot of really cool things can happen in a show like that, and a lot of artists are going to be there. And then the really big thing that I encourage all of you to go to is the OAX kind of con in January, Orlando, Florida. I don't know. That for me was kind of a game changer, and it felt like the first Marvel card convention. And we've talked about this and talked to Justin and a bunch of other key figures in the hobby about, having a convention for Marvel cards and stuff like that. And OAX very much feels like what we did kind of felt like a part of that. We opened boxes, we hung out. It felt like that kind of thing that we've always hoped for, because like all of us who are Marvel card collectors, going to a card shop and asking for Marvel cards just puts target on your back like you're a crazy person. And it's like the first time ever where I was at somewhere where Marvel cards was like the main menu item, the entree, as you say. So that's going to happen. So if you need any information for that, we'll have more things. I'm planning on making a few things to give away, to sell, kind of fun little items. Hoping few new sets will be released around that time too. I don't know anything specifically, but I imagine that there are going to be certain sets coming down in the next 2 months that'll be pretty interesting to see a bunch of people talk to. I want to give this away.
Cool.
Cool.
Wow, very cool.
So, kind of has the auto on the red there. Dan was nice enough to offer these to me to give away. So I've never sold any of these and won't be selling any of these. But these are just for giveaways so you guys can enjoy them, because I know how expensive this hobby can be. So it's just a nice thing to do on the channel for you guys. Okay.
Cool.
Very cool. I'm going to put up the giveaway now, and I'll put in the chat here in a second what the giveaway will be. So
Matt looks like he's in jail.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in sketch card high. The penalty box.
So
Hockey
sure to enter
playoffs,
that.
baby.
Let me go ahead. All right. All right, Matt Fuller, you talk for a little bit.
So yeah, OAX. If you are interested in OAX, you may have heard of the Mythical Villa. So we have actually expanded this year, and we have 2 side-by-side villas this year. So if you are interested in going to OAX and experiencing the villa, I think we have 7 rooms left. And we also, once it's filled, like I don't want to have people do this before it's filled, but we also will have some slots if people are just looking to crash on a couch or something, or bring an air mattress. So there is opportunity beyond the capacity, but obviously, since I had to shell down a little cash, I'd like to fill the real rooms first. But if you're going and you're interested in staying there, I think everybody made it back. Nobody.
Except for Ryan, who we ate, but that's okay.
He volunteered.
He volunteered.
Exactly. We do have at least one artist who will be staying with us. They are as of yet unannounced guest artist, but
That should be really cool. So
it will be
they are
fucking awesome.
they're awesome people. So
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
will be pretty trippy.
yeah, that might be worth the trip, honestly.
That might be worth the trip. When you told me, I was pretty surprised. I was like, okay, let's do this.
Yep.
So things to do. Graydon and I talked about this, but I was terribly sick, so I don't think we ever got into the conversation. Graydon, I'm a terrible person. But things to think about with Heroes Con and OAX. If you haven't gone to a lot of conventions like myself and you're going to these things, just remember the things to kind of remember. Look at the artist list of the people who are going to be at the con, and then go through your cards and just check the backs of all your cards. There's a lot of people you wouldn't suspect who are artists on these cards to actually be there, and that's going to be the best time to get an auto. Also, kind of think through some of the things you're going to want. You're going to see a lot of art at OAX. You're going to see a lot of comic books at Heroes Con with some art and some chances to meet artists and to get sketch cards. Think about blanks. Think if you make your own blanks. I think Spidey did a pretty ingenious thing of making his own blanks, which people have been doing. But it's a nice, cheap way to kind of remember the experience, is handing an artist a sketch card and just getting a little something. OAX was pretty amazing because Jose and Steven and Matt Fuller created kind of this OAX sketch card. And you've seen a few of them on the channel. They're fantastic. And those were given out to collectors at the con so that you could go to an artist and ask them to sketch you something. This is something I highly suggest doing. It's fantastic. And I would just remember, too, that when you go to a con, have some cash on you. Sometimes electronics are down, things don't work, stuff like that. We'll do a whole video of things of what to prepare for Heroes Con this time around and talk about some of the giveaway options and some other cool things that are happening. So we have 50 people watching. Be sure to enter into hashtag MM22.
So what I heard was that Fausto will have cash on him, and we know where he's at.
I expected that's what you heard. Yep. You might see me with a black eye and my pockets ripped, but I'll be having a good time.
And if you're not familiar with cons, there is money belts and a ton of money that walk around the show floor because it's much better or much easier to buy in cash than when you're looking at margins and everything else. Then you can work some better deals sometimes with the old casheruno in your money belt.
With old casheruno. Yes. So be prepared for that.
Do we not call them fanny packs anymore? The money
I love
belts?
fanny packs. I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know why we don't call it that anymore. It's upsetting.
No, the money belts are inside. They're the inside the waistband, so you're not advertising. If you're
like
wearing it on the
The
outside,
lingerie of fanny
Yeah.
packs.
if you wear it on the outside, is it a satchel, sir? It's a satchel.
Oh, I like satchels. I have
Hey,
a
I'm proud of my
ninja
Merce.
turret.
Merce.
Yeah.
Oh man. How about a shout out to Graydon always for another banger episode with Doomcard 99 Stand with his ex. Ah, you're the best. That's right. Graydon is doing some amazing work. Oh no, he left. Damn. Slick. Damn. Anyway, but yes, major shout out. Some great episodes on Lost Pack Magic. If you don't know, go look. You're missing out. There's amazing content. Also, check out Dr. Stranger Archive as well. There's some really amazing videos. You just put out another one too. There's a lot of great content out there, and the people I bring on the show, always check their channels because they do quite a lot and post some really amazing cards. So I would definitely go check that out. Hashtag man purse. That is, I'm going to design a fanny pack. I'm going to design a Marvel card fanny pack. That's amazing. I don't know any custom blank companies offhand. It would be great to know that stuff. You don't know anything, right, Don, with that?
You just do a Google search. There are many card printers. Look for the ones that do. They usually advertise that they print playing cards, customized playing cards, but they'll do the same thing for stuff. You just have to. The tricky thing is if you're putting anything like on the back, like images, if anything's copyrighted, any of the real companies, the big companies, will probably tell you no on that. You got to search around because they're not going to want to print copyrighted material. But if it's a completely custom thing, there's lots of companies out there. I'd Google custom playing cards and then kind of pull those companies up.
Beautiful. And if you need that repeated wonder, you hit me up. You know where to find me. Oh, awesome, TJ. Yeah, they're great pieces, man. They're really great blanks. I don't have any more blanks here. Will the OAX cardstock be available for this show? They won't be for Heroes Con. Maybe we'll figure out something. We don't have something with the con at Heroes Con to kind of set up like they did at OAX. So that was very much an OAX thing. And I'm pretty sure, right, Matt, they'll do that again for this next one.
There'll be new stock for next year. The goal was that we didn't want to give the stock out just to be used anywhere. It was trying to keep it exclusive to OAX artists. So that's why we're kind of stingy with handing them out.
That's the way it should be. That makes total sense because it just shows an amount of respect for the blank too, right? And I think that's always good. Whenever you're a sketch card collector, you kind of want to know that this blank and the set it's part of has a little more, privilege.
You go. Look who showed up.
Hey!
Why
Awesome.
listen to us speculate? Listen to the man.
Thank you so much. OAX is the best. You guys, you are going to enjoy it. Trust me, OAX is the way to go. I got my first custom Simone piece up there. It's sick. It's just great. There's more information going to come. I'll do a whole episode on here on how to prepare for it. We'll do a whole thing, I promise. Let's run this giveaway. We have 55 people watching. Hashtag MM22. I shipped this to you. So you don't have to worry. We have 40 entries. I'm going to hit draw. Bada bing. And let's see who wins. A lot of good people in this. Yeah. Awesome.
Nice.
Oh, buddy. I'm so happy. All right, Full Metal Jacket. I love his stuff. If you don't know that channel, if you don't know this collector, they're fantastic people. Go ahead and go check it out. You got this beautiful black cat. Gorgeous black cat. Dan's signature on there in red above the beam. It's a sick piece. It's a great piece. I'm so happy for you. A good friend has it. Well, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for being here. You guys are fantastic people. And do we have any parting words? Anything you guys need to say? Anything I forgot that we need to say before we go ahead and call it off?
I am a person too.
And that's enough of that.
You can invite me.
Honestly, next time Dave won't be on the show, but that'll be okay. We only let him out very infrequently, so you might not
I was going to say we weren't getting out of here without Dave saying something.
Thank you guys so much for being on here. Matt, thank you for opening that box, man. This is the first time on here. Was it painless? Was it okay? Not terrible?
No, it was awesome.
It was awesome. It was cool. See, they're nice people. I told you they wouldn't bite except for Fuller.
No.
Anyway, Don, thank you so much for doing that stuff. I appreciate seeing zombies. I love seeing that Avengers set. That was really cool. $20, $30, good set. Nice little variety there too. And a lot of these sets that are hard to find or foreign sets like Don showed, you don't get to usually see them opened up on camera because a lot of people are not treating them like lottery tickets. So I'm so glad we opened it up here because you get to see the variety, you get to see the characters. It's just fantastic.
There's if you didn't see last week, Disney 100 just came out. And what that is I think they're going for about $120 a box. It's a foreign release, but it's all, you can pull any Disney character, MCU, regular Disney, Pinocchio, any the Disney 100 includes all the Disney titles and franchises and stuff. So it's kind of a cool box. And there's for some of the furry animals, there's like little relic pieces with the purple fur and stuff like that. And it's just kind of cool. If you haven't seen it yet, you can go pull up the sell sheet, and it's fairly inexpensive too. But that just came out last week.
They're awesome. They even have the autographs, and they're not really signed, but they're like character signs, like when you're at the park and stuff. It's actually kind of cute. And what I will say this too, Jake and I know this, and Dave too, with the Star Wars stuff. The Star Wars images they use on those Disney 100 card sets are very different than what Topps has access to. So it feels like, you know what I mean? You get a change in like quality of imagery as well, which is really cool to see. But yeah, so check that stuff out. Matt Fuller, take us out. I know you have the goat handy. You're not just sitting there. I know you better than that, right? That's what's up.
Thanks, everybody. Do you have what's your catchphrase these days, Fausto?
Get off me, Dad. You're crushing my smokes.
There you go. That's it forever now. I got nothing. I got no catchphrase. I don't think I'm a catchphrase guy. The goat's really part of it, honestly.
Man purse for life.
There we go.
Man
Thanks,
purse for
everybody. We'll see you next time.
Later, everybody.
Thanks. Later.